What up? This is Landon Sworts of TheEpicStorm.com, and we are back with another Legacy League on Magic Online. Alright, cool. So let's go over the list real fast. We'll jump into the queue. So this is the same main deck that we featured in a video a few weeks ago. Maybe it's about a month ago. I don't know. 2 or 3 videos ago, regardless. With 3 main deck Empty the Warrens, 3 Mox Opal. So very like Goblin Charbelcher-esque in that regard. It's possible the meta has settled in an area where this could be good again. So we're going to run it. Sideboard's a little bit different. I don't remember what we were doing before, but we're going to be highlighting 2 Chain of Vapor, 2 Crash, 2 Tormod's Crypt, 2 Hope of Gearper, and I do have a Wishful Discard. This is a sideboard that Bryant has recommended. We've been talking about it a little bit, so today we're gonna give it some testing and see how we do. It should be fun, and definitely looking forward to jamming this. Just 1 second, sorry. Just got a very important call that I had to ignore, so I just want to let them know that I'm recording. Sorry about this, really am sorry. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, we're waiting anyways, so I'm really sorry, this is awful timing. Okay, cool, so this hand is not a keep. Really sorry about that delay. It was like the worst timing. I just started recording and then I saw my phone go off. We're going to keep this. This can make goblins. Let's do it. We're just going to bottom Brainstorm or Ponder. Ponder does go deeper than Brainstorm. We have everything we need, essentially, so let's just, let's do it like that. Maybe that's incorrect. That really could be incorrect, but we're just going to be imprinting it on Chrome Mox, so it's super marginal. If we get disrupted, we get disrupted. We just do. That's really the only difference that it would make choosing the Ponder or the Brainstorm. Okay, so the opponent goes Glimmering Post. Followed by nothing. Alright, we have Mox Opal. So here's the thing. They have 4 cards in hand. We could go right now for Goblins, and I think that's what we're going to do, but I just want to say that we could absolutely go Echo of Eons here. It would suck to have our Goblins blown out, but honestly, I don't know if we exactly have much say in it, because I feel like Goblins are more likely to win than... I don't know if it's more likely to win than Echo. It's like a coin flip at this point. They have 4 cards in hand. The Goblins could definitely get there, but we could go for... I'm going to cast Ponder because we can replace itself. Alright, well, Ad Nauseam is on top of our library. We don't want to get blown out by a hate artifact next turn. But my whole thing is we could go for Echo here, but we could just whiff. And if we whiff, then we lose. But we do have another line that's available that could win, so I feel like we should take that. So... we'll do this. Put it on the stack. Grab empty, and we have a pretty strong 2-turn clock on them. If they get a Karn out and they're able to get engineered explosives, we can be in trouble. But I think this races them. Like, I think we're going to get there. It could be close. I mean, it literally could be right right on the buzzer. Looking back on our decision to combo with Burning Wish instead of Infernal Tutor, I actually wish that we had comboed with Infernal Tutor instead and forced a shuffle, so we had the potential to draw a Thoughtseize, because the Thoughtseize would have been a really strong play to get us out of this. But hey, look at that. They didn't have a way to answer our goblins in their hand. They didn't have a way to find it. They didn't have a way to accelerate into it if they did have one and it was more mana than they had access to. So we got there. Let's just keep it rolling. We're going to pop right back in to the match. Let's just be vigilant to make the changes we need to. I believe this is what we want to do. All right, let's try it. We'll see if we get there. It's a tough matchup for sure. So they know what we're on, so I'd imagine that this game 2 could be pretty tough, but Crash is really powerful. Being able to get rid of Chalice of the Void on turn 1 is something. It's honestly, like, really nice. This hand's super close to a keep. I think we try it. We really would have liked another mana source. We don't have a mountain for Crash, but we might draw one. Let's try it. If we lose this game, it's fine. We have another game. I do think this hand's fine. It's just it needs a little bit of help. It needs a little bit. But I don't know how much you're supposed to ask from a hand. Okay, so no play on turn 1. Alright, so we're going to Thoughtseize them. I just don't know this card, so let's look at it. Alright, well, let's take the Trinisphere, I guess. This next turn, they're probably just going to drop Vesuva. So our draw is really important. Maybe we should have taken Thought Not Seer. I don't know. It's tough. All right. Three, 4, 5. So we are a mana short right now to combo. We don't have access to blue for Brainstorm. I think we should have taken the Thought Not Seer. We could have imprinted Brainstorm on our Chrome Mox and been able to crash the Trinisphere. Alright, well, we can't combo though, so no matter. And I don't want to grab our Empty the Warrens this turn, because then it won't be in our sideboard to wish for if we draw another wish, because we're going to get Thought Not Seer, they're going to take Burning Wish. But that's okay. It is what it is. We're in the position we're in. We made the decisions we made. We find ourselves here now. So let's just deal with it. We'll see what we draw. The game's definitely not over. Yeah, so they took Burning Wish. Okay. So we're still in the same issue that we were last turn. I just noticed there's a little bit of a clipping right here along the edge of my green screen box. So sorry about that. I guess my lighting must be slightly off. I'm not going to stop the video. We're just going to deal with it being like that. It's barely a thing. So like I didn't notice it during my testing. I do have some natural light coming into the room too through some windows. So it's possible that that's affected that a little bit. But hey, whatever. So we don't want them to have this card. We can crash. If they play this, we can crash their Karn. I think that's what we want to do. Okay, so they didn't fall into the trap yet. This is a really good draw from our opponent, though. This definitely causes some issues for us. They might get this game. They might get this game. I don't know if I really don't know if I did everything optimally this game, if I'm being honest. I definitely was playing a little loose. I don't even mean that in a bad way. All right, well. Why don't we brainstorm and see what we're looking at? All right, I'm going to pass the turn to the opponent. They might have caught on to that. This would be an issue, actually, with Crash. They might have, like, caught themselves. Oh, hello, Aurora. Hi. Yes, hello. We'll hang out later. So we're going to get bangs for 7. Is what it is. Are they going to play the lattice? No. Alright, fair enough. Whatever. Not a big deal. I don't know if I did that perfect, but it's fine. Let's just go back in. We've got this. Like 100% we've got this. Not even worried about it. Yeah, I mean, we drew the Burning Wish that they took with Thought Not Seer. We drew another copy of it. So we were just short on mana. And we didn't get a good opportune window. The opponent definitely caught themselves. They were going to try to lattice lock us, and then they realized we were going to crash their Karn, and they dialed that strategy back fast and just beat us on board. Hey, that's cool. They had enough game IQ to catch that, so I respect that. Yep. 5. 7 mana total. This is interesting. I think that we might not get there with this, but this hand has potential. We need to draw into another mana source. We're gonna brainstorm, but this is what we need. We have two, so one of them can be one of the two cards we put back off brainstorm. All right. Well, I'm not overly ecstatic about this. I have to be honest. I just want to think about how we want to proceed. I don't think we want to get rid of this. I think we probably want the Chain of Vapor. I mean, and kind of the Brainstorm. Alright, so we're going to have to... We're going to put back one Dark Ritual. We'll put Chain of Vapor on top of our library. Play out our Bloodstained Mire. They got Chalice this time. So since Chain of Vapor is 1 mana, we're going to just go ahead and shuffle it off right now. And then so we can cast this Brainstorm, we're going to respond to Chalice of the Void. Alright, so we're going to Burning Wish for Pulverize. Not going to cast it this turn. That's actually not the worst right now. I mean, we can play around it, but we do have... I mean, you know what? I don't know. They get to see our hand, right? But, I mean, that's getting blown up. So it's like the effect is kind of whatever, but they did get information from it, so... I don't think I want to do anything still. Now though, now we go. Cool. Fire off our Rite of Flames. I'm not going to crack Bloodstained Mire because we have 2 crashes and 3 Empty the Warrens in our library. And I'm going for Ad Nauseam because we're going to try to win on the spot here. Cool, so there's Burning Wish. We flip a crash. Lotus Petal. We have an Empty the Warrens. Chromox is good. Infernal Tutor's fine. All right, let's get to business. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm gonna do something a little weird. I'm gonna wish for another burning wish in case we run into some weird unforeseen issue. We haven't seen the opponent's hand, so. Grab tendrils. Cool. So we're 1-0. Let's jump in to the queue. That was sweet. That was a lot of fun. I wasn't sure about that hand game 3, but it ended up working out. We ended up getting there. I think we put the right cards back off that brainstorm. Pulverize is an absolute blowout, and we got lucky on drawing LED Infernal Tutor. But hey, I mean, that's why they're in the deck, right? And that's why we play 4 of both of them. So, I mean, you're going to draw the cards that are in your deck, right? It's just what's going to happen. So, we are waiting for round 2, and as soon as we're prepared, we'll get things underway. This has been cool so far, though, honestly. I definitely enjoyed that first round. They got us in game 2 for sure, but all right, we're gonna hop in. We have won the die roll, which is nice. We're going to take the play. This hand's fine. I mean, this is nothing like insane, but Dark Ritual Infernal Tutor, we're a little land heavy, but we have Ponders. We could be comboing kind of early. We don't know what the opponent's is on, but we're going to we are going to ponder from Volcanic Island, I think. Yeah. Probably a pretty good tell what we're on at this point. Okay, so that's a fine draw, honestly. We'll put Burning Wish down. Everyone is protected from discard, and then Chromox. We'll yield through the turn. Caracas. Alright. Well, it's going to be tight. We'll see. If they have Stoneforge Mystic in their hand, this might not be ideal. Although I will say we have Burning Wish on top of our library. We'll be able to pulverize a Batter Skull. So, yeah. All right. I say we take the line. Whatever. All right. So let's start off with Ponder. Be really nice to draw a Lotus Petal or something like that. Another Dark Ritual. Rite of Flame. That's cool too. All right. So this is going to be close. 1-2 body is really hard to get through. Like, this is going to be a very, very tight game, and they might even get it. But I'm absolutely taking the line when we're presented it. I just am. And we can deal with a batter skull. So, all right. And this is pretty good to stabilize them. We're going to hold on to the Burning Wish until we absolutely have to get rid of it, because we also know we're going to draw a Dark Ritual. So it's possible that if we don't have to deal with a Batter Skull, that we may be trying to go for a small Tendrils of Agony in like 2 turns. They drew a Wasteland, which is going to impede that ability. Okay. So they're at 7. Wasteland will take us off Pulverize. You could Grape Shot. I think we have to do the mini Tendrils now. No, this is tight. This is so tight. We can just take the Batter Skull with our sideboard discard spell. I'm going to choose to do nothing. It's not, the Batter Skull isn't going to have haste. They might not Wasteland us if they don't have another land and have to activate Stoneforge Mystic like that. So, sorry, I'm just thinking. So, I was a little slow on this puzzle. I was a little slow on this puzzle, but I feel like we solved it. Cool. All right, so we're into game 2. We're going to bring these in because we're definitely worried about Chalice of the Void on the draw. We got their game 1, though. That was good. Seriously, that was good. I'm like super happy that we got that. I was a little slow on solving the puzzle. I was like trying to think about the wasteland. We should have just done that in our main phase, by the way. It was a complete mistake to go through our attack phase. We're just lucky that they didn't catch that instead of dropping Batter Skull, they should have wastelanded us. So, and maybe I'm even wrong about that. I don't know. I think we should have done that in our main phase, though. So this hand's a mulligan. We can't do anything with this. So that's going back. I don't even think we can keep this one. This one's close, but it's no cigar. We'll put it back. Oh, this hand's ugly, too. One more time. Alright, we're going to have to keep this. We got to put 3 cards on the bottom of our library. Really value that Chain of Vapor. I really value this Brainstorm. Empty seems unlikely with the number of resources we have. And, well, I guess we don't have a 3rd artifact. So the Lotus Petal right now is better than the Mox Opal. But are we going to have to drop the Lotus Petal anyways? Okay. We'll try this 4-card hand. I don't think this is going to win. We got to... I probably should have just... I don't know. This is tough. Let's drop this. We'll see. Aether Vial ticks up to 1. The opponent drops a Rishida Import. Alright, so they don't have a Thalia. They don't have like any type of Hate Bearer. And this is the last turn before we're going to have to deal with Port. So while this might seem a little aggressive, I'm going to Brainstorm now. I want to try to just untap and ad nauseum. No go on that plan. But it is what it is. Well, let's hit that. We're not going to win this one. We don't have enough. We're not going to be able to make enough goblins to pull this off. But our draws are dead. We probably should have waited, but we were going to get ported. I don't know. This is just what we're forced to deal with right now. We might not get this game. We'll just go back. Maybe this is wrong. Post in the comments what you would have done in this game specifically. Please let me know. Let's talk about it. I really want to hear your insight because, like, just out here and kind of in the middle of it or whatever. Oh. All right, let's just concede. I don't want them to... They've got us here. We're not getting out of this one. They've got us. Let's just concede. They don't need to see our deck. They don't need any more information. So we're on the play now. So I'm going to bring in 2 ponders. Let's do it. All right, we got to get this game 3. So we know they're playing Surgical Extraction now. We didn't let them get a look at our deck. I don't really want them to see, like, maybe they assume that we're boarded up on Empty the Warrens, but they don't need to see that. And, like, they saw 1 Chain of Vapor, but they don't need to know that we're not playing Echoing Truth. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't need to know that. They probably got that. We have, like, no hand at that point. We can't cast Empty the Warrens anymore because that copy of Rite of Flame won't be in our graveyard. So let's just pass. Let's just go to the next game, I mean. It's fine. I don't hate this hand. The only issue I really see is that we don't have any payoff. So we could just end up doing nothing. And we have less cantrips in the deck than we would game 1. We could end up spinning our wheels, and we don't have access to 2 red to make goblins, even if we were to draw Burning Wish. We're going to use this turn 1 if we keep this hand, so we won't have a discard outlet to put Echo of Eons in our graveyard if we were to Burning Wish for it early. So let's put this one back. We'll keep this. Put this on the bottom. Maybe we should have put Swamp on the bottom. You know what I mean? Just so we would have had an indestructible source. But, oh well. Very marginal little thing. I just like to try to at least think about those type of things, and I missed thinking about it before we did it. I just got excited that we had the a turn 1 empty line, so... We'll make 10 green men and pass. Okay, so they didn't have Stepmom, and we drew Thoughtseize, which is what we want to draw here. So we can take Stoneforge Mystic. Bang him for 10. Pass the turn. Cool, so we got the match. That's awesome. I'm going to jump into the queue. It's so funny. I've been so busy for days. This is like the first day I've had a chance to sit down and play, and now everyone's blowing my phone up. I just got another call, so I have to respond with a text message real quick. I'm really sorry about that. I'm not trying to be rude. I just, real life just spilling over. Today, I guess. Oh, cool. So we joined. Really sorry about that. I just got to reply real fast. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Let's keep this hand. It looks great. Awesome. Really, really sorry about being distracted. Not trying to be like that. It just like kind of is what it is. I just happen to be getting blown up right now. Cool. Okay. Is what it is. Do you think they're going to take LAD or do you think they're going to take Infernal Tutor? At least we'll still have a brainstorm. My guess is this is probably depths. Okay. Mox Diamond. This is double discard. It's going to be brutal. Okay, so it is depths. Woo! What? That's not rational or reasonable whatsoever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can ad nauseum. I say we do it. Hopefully we don't die. We're going to stay at 20 because of their Urborg, making our Bloodstained Mire a swamp. And it's all good in the hood. Hopefully we don't die. Hopefully we don't die. We're definitely going for it, though. There's no way I'm not. I'm not trying to race them if they could potentially... They could potentially race us if they were to combo next turn. So we're going now. Little nervous about this ad nauseum, I gotta be honest, but like I said, we are going now, and we probably are not going to get punished. We'll probably be fine, and if we do, we're just going to shrug it off because we shot our shot. We have a Burning Wish and a Mox Opal, which is honestly a great start. We flip one of the Empty the Warrens. There's a Rite of Flame, that's not too bad. We're down to 11 off the Brainstorm. Dark Ritual is a good draw. Rite of Flame is great. The Infernal Tutor is also helpful, and I think we just need another initial mana source, which we find in Lotus Petal. Chromox is good, but I'm pretty sure we're already there. We're going to stop at 4 because we do not want to flip an additional copy of Empty the Warrens. Let's play out Lotus Petal, cast Chromox. We'll imprint Empty the Warrens. Red. Black. We are going to point a Thoughtseize at the opponent. We are going to... Well, we could tutor another copy of Dark Ritual, but let's just grab that Tendrils of Agony, put it on the stack. All copies targeting the opponent. We got so lucky to rip that Infernal Tutor, but zero remorse on my end. I will take it. Do not mind. All right. So Thoughtseize loses some value against them, actually. I mean, they really could be playing Plague Engineer post-board, though. I'm going to reference the website's sideboard suggestions right now. I know that the list for the website is not this one, but we're just going to reference our sideboard guide. My internet's being a little weird, though. So if we can't get it to come up just because of my internet, we're just not going to worry about it. Still have a little minute and a half, so we're doing fine. I did get it up, and it is loading now. So that would be... I don't know, is this a big creature combo deck? No, it's a small creature combo deck, right? 40 seconds. Alright, no matter. Let's just make the moves. We're on the draw, so I think that Empty Warrens is a little less good. So let's just bring in the Chain of Vapors. That seems rational, right? And then when we're on, if we lose this and we end up on the play, we'll swap it out for Empty the Warrens. Seems fair. I don't know if that's correct. I did bring up the website. I'm just not sure what depths is classified as. It's just like having a memory lapse. Anyways, I don't like this hand. A little land heavy for me. This one's kind of hot. Let's try this. We're just going to put back one of the ponders. Too bad this wasn't empty. I would have been happy with that. So maybe we shouldn't have done that. But actually, what do you want to know? What we're gonna get hit with discard. We probably should have kept the second ponder. But then they would just take LED. It's fine. Definitely a little bit of momentary lapse on my part coming into this game too. There's just a lot to think about, right? So sometimes it's hard. I haven't had a lot of time to play recently, so I don't want to say that I'm rusty, but I definitely am shaking it off a little bit. We did get hit with a turn 1 discard, so they're probably going to take Ponder or LED. If they take Ponder, we definitely should have kept the other Ponder instead of the Chain of Vapor. But if we had done that, like I said, they definitely would have just taken Lion's Eye Diamond. See, so whatever. You know what? It is what it is. They know about the Chain of Vapor now, so they're probably going to be trying to play around that. So they know our draw. It's whatever. Yeah, I don't know. But then we would have lost the Lion's Eye Diamond. It is what it is. I don't really hate the position we're in, though, because we're pretty much set up on mana. We could get hit with that, I don't know what it's called. That new force spell, the free green one that can kill 2 artifacts. We might get blown out by that card, but they run more copies of discard, so I feel safer with them in play. They definitely would have taken Lion's Eye Diamond if we had 2 Ponders. And right now, we're sitting in a spot where we will be able to play defensive in response to their combo by having Chain of Vapor. So I don't necessarily hate where we are. We also could have brought in Hope of Gearper for this matchup too, by the way. Well, it certainly is unfortunate we played our stuff out. Really didn't want it to get blown up, though. I don't think that we're going to win with throwing goblins down. So I think we're just going to pass. Maybe that's incorrect. We're finding ourselves in some weird spots today, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm a little rusty. I'm shaking it off a bit. I have not had much time to play. But I just don't feel like we're going to get there with just a few goblins. Like, I mean, yes, we can sack our land and bounce a Lotus Petal, our Lotus Petals back, but they have a blocker that's a 2-body, so I just think we would end up being in a position where they would be able to stabilize long enough that we wouldn't be able to get there. I could be wrong about that. That might be completely wrong. We were probably supposed to bounce both of our Lotus Petals and make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make 10 goblins. That was the right call, and I didn't do that. So we're in a different position now. So if we lose this one, I'm taking full responsibility. That was me. I shouldn't have passed the turn so early. I should have thought about that a little bit more. I think just being rusty, I'm overthinking things a little bit. So I'm just gonna kind of put a focus for the rest of this match on just like relaxing, letting it go, but just being aware of like the mistake I made. We could rip hot and it might not even matter. We'll see if we get punished. That was definitely my bad. We did not get punished. We didn't get punished at all. Whatever. I don't care. It's cool. Hopefully they don't have Mind Break Trap. We're probably going for Grape Shot here to play around Veil of Summer. I think that's the name of the card, right? What's nice is our Ad Nauseam should be good because we're not super Empty the Warrens heavy right now. In fact, we only have that 1 copy and it's in our graveyard, so hopefully there's no Mind Break Trap. I don't think that they're playing that, though, anymore because Veil is so good against so many more decks that I think they would rather just use those slots for that. But we're definitely going for Grape Shot, so we're going to go right down the line and probably stop at 2. Just so we're at a healthy hand size to throw Grape Shot out at the opponent. Cool. So we definitely should have got punished. I definitely should have made goblins. Held back that Chain of Vapor and just attrition them out over the course of probably like 3 turns, maybe 4. But you know what? I don't know. My initial gut just said that wasn't going to be good enough, and that's what I followed. I guess it's a judgment call, right? It's a judgment call more than a misplay, and maybe that's a distinction I should make. I don't know. What do you guys think? Please hit me up in the comments. Let me know about that. You know, like, I want to know. I really want to get better as a player. I want to always be growing. So, you know, give me your opinions and weigh in. All right, so what do we want to imprint on this first one? Well, since we have 3 Burning Wish, I think it's safe to imprint at least 1. We have a bunch of Thought Seizes that we can't use, so we'll go ahead and print another one with a Thought Seize. We'll add black and red mana to our mana pool. Tap for this for blue. Target this Chain of Vapor. Target this Chromox with Chain of Vapor. We will sacrifice Polluted Delta and copy it. Target this Chromox. Cool. We can Infernal Tutor for another LED. Can do so by imprinting this like so. We'll imprint one of the Brainstorms. We're going to Ponder. So I was expecting to shuffle, but we didn't have to. So it would have actually made more sense to brainstorm first. So that might have been a little bit of a blunder. We'll brainstorm again. Another brainstorm. Lotus petal. Rite of flame. Rite of flame. Storm 18. Storm 19. And we'll put Grape Shot on the stack. All copies targeting the opponent. And we win the match. So we're 3-0. Wow, cool. So that's awesome. We're going to jump back in the queue. We'll find our opponent right away. Alright, time to use our hand evaluation skills. We've lost the die roll. Unknown opponent. So we are on the draw against an unknown opponent. We can probably get away with this hand. It's not perfect, but it is 7, and we haven't emptied the warrens, so we might be able to get off and empty the warrens on like the second or third turn. They're a blue deck. Oh, but they're Merfolk? Okay. This is a very tough matchup for us, and one so that empty the warrens doesn't even exactly shine in. So we could brainstorm right now. But I think we should wait one turn. We might get chaliced. We might get hit with chalice. But we might not. Okay, so the opponent brainstorms. We could have pondered that last turn too. We certainly could have. I just want to have as many... I don't know, we probably should have pondered actually. I was doing it because I wanted to be guaranteed that we had as many color cards as we could for Chromox, but most likely we would have been able to replace the color card with Ponder. So it was probably a poor move to not... Oh, blue-white. Maybe this is not Merfolk. This might be some other blue-white deck that's just like another blue Vile deck that's not playing Merfolk, but we haven't seen any Merfolk, so I'm not sure. Let's brainstorm right now, though. Ponder is pretty strong after brainstorm anyways, so I don't even hate that we have it in our hand. That's a pretty hand. All right. I don't know what they're on, so I want to be able to play around days. So that's why I'm sequencing like this. Okay, so this almost looks like it's like blue-white taxes or something. Doesn't really matter. Just take true name because it's blue. No real reason on that. So we're going to be at 17 to start this. Chain priority. We probably should have just taken Stoneforge Mystic, actually, because that would make more sense, actually, because it looks like we probably should just go for Empty the Warrens here. But Batterskull doesn't beat 16. Whatever, let's just do Ad Nauseam and win on turn. That's what we should have done. We should have taken Stoneforge Mystic, and we should have went for Empty the Warrens. But let's just drop our balls on the table. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not enough mana yet. 7, 8. So that's enough to get Tendrils without LED. We can naturally get Hellbent here, but because of Chrome Moxes. 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana, 5, 6, 7, 8. Infernal Tutors 2, Burning Wishes 2, Tendrils of Agony is 4, which is a total of 8. And once again, to reiterate the counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can stop. All right, Rite of Flame. Dark Ritual. Burning Wish. Good old friend Tendrils of Agony. Cool. So we got it on turn 2. We're playing against a blue-white Stoneblade deck, but it might be closer to Taxes. It's tough. I don't know what the opponent's going to be playing. We're going to be on the draw. I am a little worried about counter magic. Is this what we want to do? Screw it, let's try it. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not familiar with this deck. Keep. Keep. Alright. Sometimes you run hot. I don't know. I mean, we might just get stopped right here. They might have a force or something, but we're absolutely going for it. Absolutely. I guess we could wish for dress and go the next turn, but I don't know. I don't know what they're playing. There's a lot up in the air. Well, so I guess we're just going to try to go with ad nauseum. And save Burning Wish and LED in case we have to echo the next turn if we get countered. All right, the opponent brainstorms. That was pretty quick. Probably means they have force. They do. All right, they have force. They have force. They have force. Pass the turn to the opponent. Oh, the wait. Okay, they didn't throw it. Oops. So we're going to take our window right now. Not give the opponent time to draw more things to stop us. I mean, they probably have counter magic in their hand right now. So we might not get this game. But I have no shame in trying. We'll just throw black. We have the red off that, so we can just do it like that. They probably have counter magic, though. We just made a blue jack draw 7. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, they do. I think we should see more from the opponent, though, and get more information. So I just don't know anything about this deck. So we pretty much, the only option we have is to just grab Empty the Warrens. We can't even cast it, but at least it's something. I mean, we're going to get Wastelanded for sure, but we might draw another mana source. I don't see us winning this game, but I don't really know what they have up their sleeve. I know that they're a Blade deck. Okay, so this is just like blue taxes or something. Like, we haven't seen Thalia, but it's like the other stuff from that deck. but it's blue. Okay, well, so they've hit our stuff pretty hard at this point. I don't think we're going to get out of it. I feel all right with conceding, but I do want more information. So let's just make them kill us. We'll yield through everything real quick. Get as much information as we can before they kill us. Hopefully they'll be trying to increase our clock. We'll be able to see more creatures they're playing. We'll know if they're playing Thalia or not. As of right now, I still haven't seen a single card that gives us reason to leave Chain of Vapor in for this next game. This is a real clock they have finally. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Cool. So I think we've seen just about as much as we're going to see. Alright, so I didn't see any reason we need to have this Chain of Vapor in our deck. Maybe it's foolish to take it out, but I didn't see one. So, yeah. I guess let's bring in Duress. We'll run a Ponder. They're a Stoneblade deck, so Empty the Warrens is a little less good, but we are on the play. So I don't hate the idea of just belching them. This might be weird. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Maybe we should have taken out 2 copies of Empty the Warrens. But I don't know. We'll keep this. We drew one. It looks pretty good in this hand. So I don't know. I think we're going to... With Duress boarded in, I think we want to imprint this Burning Wish instead of Infernal Tutor. That way, if they draw Stoneforge Mystic and Stabilize, as we only have 8 goblins off of their Force of Negation, we will be able to force them to discard whatever it is they drop. Well, before they drop whatever it is they fetch. With Stoneforge Mystic, rather. So, we can get this. We can get this. It's a little tight, but we can get this. So we're going to go across the table for 8. Puts them at 11. Let's ponder. I like that we were going to be able to know that we're going to be able to stay hellbent. So should we make them discard now or try to do that next turn? I guess this would take... Let's just do it now. Let's just do it right now. We'll grab Thoughtseize. They have 2 Stoneforge Mystics. I guess we should have waited. We learned our lesson. I guess we take 1. That's unfortunate. I guess we should have waited. We should have waited. A really minor detail that's going to make a big difference. Surprised they grabbed Jit. Maybe I really am. I think Batterskull's better at stabilizing. Well, whatever, we got there. I don't know. I was a little surprised, but we did get there. We are 4-0. 4-0, baby. 4-0, baby. Cool. So we're playing for the 5-0, which is cool. And honestly, even if we don't get it, it's whatever. There's no reason to be upset. I want to say we played well, but we didn't play bad. There's been some judgment calls or whatever, but let's not be too rough on ourselves. We know what we did that wasn't perfect. Is anyone ever perfect? Were we perfect? No, we were not perfect. It's fine, though. It's totally cool. We got lucky here and there. That's magic. But we are 4-0, and we did play well when we needed to. There was that one game earlier in the league where I definitely wish I had not moved all the way through my combat phase before solving the puzzle that we should just tendrils them. It was pretty obvious. I don't know why I was confused about it. But I was just a little rusty. So, I haven't played perfect, but we still have kept enough preservation of mind to know what we need to do, and we've just been able to find ways to do that. So here we are, chilling 4-0, and it feels good. So, how do we feel about the list so far, though? Honestly, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We haven't used Tormod's Crypt once, but whatever. The deck's been powerful. I like how aggressive it's felt, and it's felt very threat dense as well while drawing. We have just been ripping another copy of a payoff spell. And that's partly to how many copies we're running, right? This is very threat dense. So that's cool. See how we do. It'd really be nice to finish strong and get a 5-0. We'll see how we do in this next round. I've definitely dropped round 5 before, though. So if we do, we're just not going to be upset about it. It doesn't matter. We had fun today, and this was cool. I feel pretty good about this list, honestly. There's another list that I've been thinking about playing. I'll just show it to you guys while we're waiting. So this is another list I've been entertaining the idea of. It's similar in the sense that it has more than one Empty Lords in the main deck, but it's not 3 copies. We're also running 2 Duress main. And I have another 2 Duress sideboard, one to be able to board in, the other one so we have a wish target. This Mox Opal is just a placeholder, to be honest with you. We honestly probably could do 2 Chain of Vapor, 2 Crash. I think actually while you guys are hanging out, this is just a different list. It's not what we're playing right now. Are we paired yet? No, we're not paired yet. While you guys are hanging out, I'm just going to make that change to this list. This is something I've been wanting to test. I figured while we have a second, I might as well show you guys. So this is just another idea of something kind of similar, but a little different. It's just a little bit more discard heavy. The thing is with this list, though, is it's only 2 Mox Opal. But here with this version that we're playing today... Oh, wait, I just realized I'm talking to you guys about the sideboard, and the sideboard is cut off. So my apologies. I forgot about that. So this is what we're looking at here. For Just another idea. But the issue is, right, that it's only 2 Mox Opal, which... But, I mean, I guess that's reasonable if you're running less Empty the Warrens, but it definitely is a little less aggressive as opposed to, you know, the list we're playing today. This list is definitely way more aggressive. So, but cool. Regardless, Crash seems pretty good. It's nice. It hasn't come up a ton. It did keep us from getting locked out one game, but they had a clock to put an end to our life total, so it didn't really matter. We're gonna play first. A little land heavy, but I mean I don't think we ship it, so let's hold on to it. Be really nice to draw another spell. A Brainstorm would be cool. Brainstorm and then Brainstorm into Lotus Petal combo next turn. That'd be cool. But I mean, we're all right. We're just gonna play out a Polluted Delta and pass. We don't know what the opponent's on, but yeah, it would just be cool if one of these lands was just something else. But whatever it is, what it is. Opponent have discard for us on turn 1. They'll take Empty the Warrens, I would imagine, if that was the case. Nope, no discard. But it does look like it's depths. So we're going to be a little low here, a little lower than we'd like to be. I don't really know what to do about that because we definitely are not going to just sit around. That's for sure. The spell count is 1 short of what I feel comfortable with. And to be completely honest with you, because that creature they have has a body of 1/2, I really wish we had an additional spell even on top of that. In this scenario, I would really prefer 12 goblins, but we have 8, and it is what it is. Maybe we should have shipped that hand. I don't know. We could have made 10 if we had drawn a spell, though, so... Alright, let's ponder. Well, we like that. We like that a lot. So next turn, we're going to point a Grape Shot across the table, I think. We'll see. That might not be enough. Grape Shot might not be enough. We might have to get a little bit more clever and go for Tendrils. I don't know if we're going to have... We'll see. I didn't count that perfectly, so we're going to... I should have counted that better. We're getting hit with Wasteland, so it's what it's a little bit of an issue. It took our C. We're gonna figure it out. I just was hasty to say next turn. Like, we got to figure it out. We got to see what happens. We got to stay loose. We are certainly in danger of just getting comboed. Oh, they're eating up our lands. Oh, that was a misplay. We should have done that off the other land. We should have done that off the other land. Definitely a little sloppy this game. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get this. This was not my finest hour, I gotta be honest here. Not my finest hour. Definitely not my best play. Little upset with myself. I can't even just give you like exactly what I should have done differently, but I just feel like I'm playing poorly, and we're like out of juice here. Definitely would have been going for some sort of tendrils line, but they got really aggressive with their wastelands, and you know what I mean? Whatever, good for them. That's what their deck does. So let's just think real quick. We haven't put ourselves in the best position. We're going to stick this grape shot out, but like... we're not going to get through with creatures anymore. I honestly think we should just concede, but I'm going to point all these at the opponent's dome. And maybe we'll find some way to get ourselves out of this. This cantripping weird. I think I should have went... I don't know. I should have done things differently. I just don't know exactly how I should have done them differently. So if we seen black from the opponent at all, is this a green-white depths deck? Oh, I shouldn't have attacked. I'm stupid. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm tilted. I'm tilted. I'm not, just because it's myself. We're playing for the 5-0 and I'm playing awful. It's fine. We just need to collect ourselves. This is just one game. Not a big deal. We haven't seen black from them, so I'm not going to play this out. I imagine they are playing black, but... definitely shouldn't have attacked there, but it's whatever. So we're going to get comboed this next turn. Yeah. Cool. They win. Good job. Hey, whatever. I played like dog crap there. Literally a piece of crap. It's okay, though. Let's gear up for the next game. So we're on the play. We can bring Hope of Gearper in here. I don't know, though. Thoughtseize seems fine for now. We got to get this game. You know what? If we don't get this, like I said before, it's okay. We're 4-0. It's been fine. It really has been fine. I'm just a little rusty. This is the first time I've been able to sit down and just play 5 games back to back. It's been split up over days. So we're going to keep this. We're looking for a Ponder or a Brainstorm off of this Brainstorm. So what we're actually going to do is crack this and Brainstorm first. You can be disrupted by a Surgical Extraction, so we're hoping they're not playing it. We have all of our cantrips boarded in. Or not boarded in, but they're not boarded out, rather. We didn't board out any Ponders. So they're in the deck right now, so we could draw them. This hand could do it, though. It really could. We just need a cantrip. We're going to put the Adnons on top of our library, and then we can cast it off the top of our library by drawing it with LED. Like respond to the cantrip or whatever. The mana will be in our pool before the card's in our hand. So we just got to hit a cantrip. Fingers crossed. We did. Beautiful. Okay. They're going to see Chain of Vapor either way, so there's no point in trying to hide it. We are not going to shuffle. So game 1 was a little rough, but we're getting game 2. I think we have enough. We can draw just a little bit more. It's whatever. We'll stop now. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. I just want to stop in time or in relation to our life enough that we can thought seize the opponent. All right, friends. We're back at it. Game 3. If we win this game, we 5-0. If we lose this game, we 4-1. I'm not sure it was in the cards for us to get there in Game 1, despite my poor play. Maybe that hand wasn't a keep. Although I will say that Game 1 hand, if we had drawn a Lotus Petal or a Mox Opal or a Chrome Mox, we would have had 10 Goblins. We were able to Grape Shot them down to 4. We would have had additional swings. It might have ended up getting there, but that's not what we drew. Maybe I should have mulliganed it, but I thought we might be able to get there. So I thought it was a keep. Let me know in the comments, please. Like, despite my poor play or whatever, like, we're still making decisions here, and even if some of them aren't perfect, like, it kind of just is what it is. This hand's, I guess this hand is fine. Let's try it. It's not quite as vicious as I would like, but there's a possibility. All right, I think we should brainstorm now. I think the opponent, it's highly likely that they have something in their hand we do not want them to drop on turn 2 that they are trying to accelerate into. Woo! That's sick, right? How cool is that? So what do we want to put? We only are going to have 6 mana, so we have to go for goblins. Chain of Vapor would be a really good draw, so we're still going to want it in our deck. And I guess Infernal Tutor is a good draw quite often. Maybe this isn't right, but Black Belcher, baby. And hopefully we can race them. Hopefully they can't combo under us. It's a possibility. We haven't won yet, but hey, we're shooting our shot. I feel good about this no matter what. I don't think we would have gotten that game 1 even if I had done things differently. I could be wrong, and if you think I am, like I said, please let me know. Let me know. But here we are. This is not the worst situation I've ever seen. They might combo under us. No! Sometimes your opponent plays Tabernacle. Okay, so we probably lose it here, but no salt. It's cool. It is what it is. I was not expecting Tabernacle. I honestly wasn't. See what we draw. Cool. We shot our shot. Maybe we should have waited a turn. I don't know. This is a different deck this is slightly different than I've seen most configurations as of late. So I wasn't expecting it to really be set up the way that it is. I wasn't expecting Tabernacle. Got caught off guard by this a little bit. No shame. We could have waited a turn, I guess. That's probably what we should have done, but we didn't know that they were playing a Tabernacle deck. So let's not fret. See, so like if we hadn't gone when we did, maybe they just drew that. But I think it's likely that they played this out on purpose. Like if they had gotten a turn 2, they just would have slammed Teague. You know what I mean? But because they knew the position we were in, they dropped Safekeeper first. So I don't know. We'll let them kill us. We're not going to get out of this. So like really at this point, it's kind of just like this is like pure garbage time. But we'll make them kill us. Maybe we'll figure something out. But I think it's very unlikely. They have the combo now. Cool. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out. Sorry my play's not always perfect. Thank you for bearing with me. This was a ton of fun. We didn't get the 5-0, but we got a 4-1. You know, we learned a lot. It was really fun to test this list. So, you know, thank you so much for hanging out, and until next time, keep storming.